today. It's Madden NFL football. It's week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside with 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The option to start the drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starts right out.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away from the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Here's Hill on the return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And we should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that.
And he will take it in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Chiefs, 14.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Kickoff for Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Chiefs 14, Raiders 7.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And that's a great example of balls skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Tackle made.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run-supported. I think the way that he gets there...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Recovered by the Chiefs.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action here on first down. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Rico Gafford in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 20.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that one, a throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake. Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Las Vegas.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes some pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. Series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket, and now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down, and they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one complete to him. They'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The cut slant caught.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
The score, Chiefs 49.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one.
No.
Okay.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Again, it's Carr. Complete as he was knocked as he threw it, and took the ball off course. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Carr now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down at 17. Carr completes it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The kidder here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. This pass caught at the 4. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Mahomes firing complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Kansas City defense, they make their way onto the field now. They are holding serve here at home. The fans were into this one. They did what they needed to do.
And right now I'm just cupping my hand to my ear and listening to the approval that they're getting from the home crowd right now.
That's actually true, by the way. He's physically cupping his hand right here.
A job well done. Exactly what you want to accomplish there. Let's face it, we talk to every coach in the league. We want to take care of our home games, establish home field superiority, win at home, and they're going to get that done.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Carr now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing again on second down. Carr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's third.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Carr again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And a Las Vegas first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to